morning, dear viewers. This is the 7 p.m. on Reflets television. The headlines follows. The Minister of Territorial Administration chaired a security meeting in Bamenda today at the Governor's office at Upstation, during which he asked the secessionist fighters to drop their weapons. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications says it is holding its annual conference of officials of its central and external services online. This conference began today and at 9 a.m. and ends tomorrow. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has been re-elected for a sixth term with 58.64% of the vote, the Electoral Commission said on Saturday, as rival opponent Bobi Wine alleged widespread fraud a day earlier and criticized should reject the result. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all for the headlines. Cameroon defeated Zimbabwe 1-0 in the opening match of the African Nations Championship on January 16, 2021. The Southwest region, though separatists called for a boycott of the match by implementing a ghost town, citizens defied others and went ahead to celebrate, watch and comment the public places. Promise for so in this report.
With the 4-year prolonged crisis in the English-speaking regions, thousands of lives have been lost, with perpetrators of murder acts coming from both the Cameroon government forces and pro-independence fighters. Cameroon is hosting the CHAN 2021 Games, and ahead of the matches to be played in the Southwest region, so many lives and property have already been lost and destroyed due to these games.
Just recently, in these days, they burned some cars in Limbe and then now in Lukumba yesterday. So all those pain and sufferings for what? To me, I'm not saying the good or the need for it, for the CHAN to be here, because I, for one, I will not watch it. I'm being honest.
Those separatist fighters called for a boycott by imposing a ghost town day on January 16. Streets were vibrant with activities effective.
The Nation Cup tournaments, there's a certain excitement that comes to the host nation. You see people welcoming and drinking sports and all the rest. Maybe it's because due to something reason. For example, the insecurity around the Southwest region. Normally, when you hear that municipal have been declared to an area, it gives a concern. Some people are afraid and prefer to stay at home rather than going out. And then secondly, as it's not a national team, because most communities prefer the national team football as opposed to the junior lions and the other categories. That's another reason. Because I believe it was the national team that was playing, maybe more people have been excited.
Does this show that the citizens are tired of the frequent ghost towns? It is but normal to say that enough lives have been lost and everyone is tired of the bloodbath. But does the call for ghost town help solve the issue?
It's not a matter of being on the phone or from the phone. We have to kill all those things behind us and focus. I think if they were on the phone competent,
most denizens of the region prefer unity than distinguishing between Anglophones and Francophones. This is to say the fight for independence is no longer a priority for these people. However, they look forward to watching the intermediate Lions and other teams play in their region, as they are ready to give them their full support.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications says it is holding its annual conference of officials of its central and external services online. The two-day conference that Ms. led off today is being chaired by Minister Libom Lee Likeng, according to the information notes. The conference begins from Monday 18 January to Tuesday 19 2021 at 9 a.m. placed under the theme Digital Entrepreneurship, Exploitation, Stakeholders and Assets for the Emergence of Cameroon. The purpose of this conference is to mobilize the whole post and the telecommunications family around the definition and implementation of relevant actions for the development of a sustainable digital entrepreneurship in Cameroon. Alongside the conference, the minister will visit the construction site of the National Center for the Development of the Digital Economy, a government infrastructure to support startups in the creation of digital businesses. The Minister of Territorial Administration is staying in Bamenda Northwest region on Monday, January 18, 2021, chaired a security meeting in the governor's services, during which he firmly launched new calls for lay down of arms to secessionist rebels. Report.
As part of his tour in the regions following the election of regional advisors on December 6, 2020, Paula Tanganji, the Minister of Territorial Administration, is currently staying in the Northwest region. On Monday, January 18, 2021, he chaired a security meeting in the governor's office in Bamenda, during which he once again called on the secessionist rebels to drop their weapons. I solemnly appeal to these small terrorist groups who are still in the bush to lay down their arms and to follow the honorable path of the ex-combatants who are in the DDR, that is the Demobilization, Disarmament and Reintegration Centers, he said. He launched not without accusing the parents in the case of the Northwest of being complicit of the atrocities committed by secessionist rebels in the region. Parents must be sincere because these children who are in the bush are the children of our families. And families must sincerely collaborate with the administrative authorities as well as the defense and security forces so that these children come out of the bush. The recalcitrant who do not want to go out must be punished and made available to justice. The double play has lasted too long. We do not gain anything in this double game. In the morning we say something, in the evening we say something else. Terrorists will attack schools, kidnap children, even take ransoms and come and give their parents. It's the devil's money. For Paula Tanganji, the separatist groups have already been pushed to their last corner and their resistance is hanging on by a thread. The head of state won the war against secessionists, against terrorists. Now we are dealing with highwaymen who do not want to follow the path marked by the head of state. The head of the territorial administration believes that the President of the Republic has sufficiently demonstrated his good faith to bring peace to the regions in crisis, and above all, that the establishment of the regions is an undeniable solution to the demands of the English-speaking people. The head of state went above and beyond what teachers and lawyers demanded. I think that with the creation of the regions, with the electoral regional advisors, the head of state, His Excellency Paul Biya, father of the nation, gives the chance to anyone in the Northwest regions and Southwest, through the special status, through the rehabilitation of the House of Chiefs, to participate concretely in the development of these regions from the group up. Paula Tanganji also announced during this meeting that Paul Biya has made a financial endowment to the mayor of Bamenda for the purchase of new buses in order to facilitate the movement of populations, and that the measures prohibited the movement of motor taxis in Bamenda remains maintained.
Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has been re-elected for a sixth term with 58.64% of the vote, the Electoral Commission said on Saturday, as rival opponent Bobi Wine alleged widespread fraud and a day earlier and said citizens should reject the results. Wine, whose real name is Robert Kwangulanyi, won 34.83% of the vote according to the commission. Museveni, 76, has been in power for 35 years and campaigned for another term, arguing his long experience makes him a good leader. The pop star turned politician Bobi Wine, 38, appealed to young Ugandans and pledged to end what he calls dictatorship and widespread corruption. Wine on Friday claimed victory in the presidential elections, rejecting as a complete shame early results that gave Museveni a wide lead. Further turnout was 57.22%, during which the authorities suspended access to the internet and social networks after particularly violent campaign. Wine on Friday, he had video proof of voting fraud and would share the videos when internet connection returned. Rwandan authorities have announced a closure of nursery, primary and secondary schools in the capital Kigali as numbers of coronavirus cases continue to rise. The closure takes effect on Monday, January 18. Education Minister Valentine Uwumaria said schools in other provinces will also close if more cases are confirmed. Schools were reopened in November after 8 months closure. Coronavirus cases are on the rise in the country, with more than 1,000 new cases and 24 fatalities reported in the last 7 days. The country has so far confirmed 11,032 cases with 142 deaths. The government has ordered public hospitals to treat COVID-19 patients with a widely used community-based health insurance. Thanks for watching till the end, dear televiewers. Le Journal de 20h comes up next. Stay tuned on Ofed Afrique Television. Our programs are ongoing.